Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video, we are going to make a carnivore pancake. So I don't know that this is necessarily 100% pure, clean carnivore. Maybe it's just ketovore, but based on the research that I did online, it seems like all the ingredients I have are fairly acceptable in a carnivore diet. But whether you want to call it carnivore or ketovore, or just free of any sort of flour, there's no almond flour, there's no coconut flour, so if you've got any sort of allergies or dislikes of those, this may be the keto pancake for you. Why don't we get to making them? For this recipe, you can use a bowl with a whisk or a hand mixer, but I'm going to use my Cuisinart mini food processor. We'll start with our dry ingredients. First off, 1 cup or 65 grams of pork rind powder, which you can make either in a food processor or with a rolling pin. Next, we have 1 tablespoon or 10 grams of beef gelatin. Then we will add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and finally 1/4 cup or 45 grams of non-sugar sweetener. Now, in terms of the sweetener that you use, this will largely be based on sort of how carnivore you are, I think. So I don't know if glycine is considered the carnivore sweetener of choice. I've read that a number of people use erythritol on the carnivore diet, which is why I used that. In this instance, I use Swerve. But if you're not that concerned about that and are looking for a better flavor, personally, I would probably go with Bocha Sweet if you're not carnivore. To me, I just think that's the best tasting sweetener out there. We'll pop our lid on and give this a few pulses to combine. This can also help break up those pork rinds if there's still any chunks in them. To this, we will add our wet ingredients, starting with 4 large eggs. Then we have 1/4 cup or 60 ml of heavy whipping cream, and 1 tablespoon or 15 ml of vanilla extract. Pop our lid back on, and we will process this for about 20 seconds. Now the batter at this point may look a little bit thin. I'm going to transfer it to this Pyrex measuring cup just because that's going to make it easier for me to scoop out or pour later. I'll set this aside for 5 minutes while I preheat my griddle, and it will thicken up nicely. You want your griddle set to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. An IR thermometer is a very handy kitchen tool. If you want to perfectly portion your pancakes, I recommend using a number 24 disher. Fill it up a little bit more than level. You'll notice that as the pancakes cook, they're going to spread out and start to rise a little bit. After about 4 minutes, you'll start seeing some bubbles. When they start to pop, that's when it's time to flip your pancakes. Flip. Oh, that's looking good. All right, looking good on both sides after another 4 minutes. I think we're going to take these off to a plate. Seriously, does that not look like a stack of real pancakes? All right, let's get it buttered up. Little bit of non-sugar syrup here, and then we'll bring in Courtney for a taste test. All right, we only have Courtney for a few more possible taste tests before she heads off to boot camp. So I've enlisted her as someone who's neither keto nor carnivore to give me her impressions of these pancakes. Yep. I'll let you take your own bite.
It's just like a normal pancake. The texture is totally like as if there was flour in it.
It's moist too.
It's moist. Very like buttery flavor. I know there's butter on top of it, but I think there's a buttery flavor to the pancake as well.
The texture is a little more eggy than I think a normal pancake.
You're right.
Because you don't have the flour. But I really like the chew and the moistness to it.
It's not like what you get from like the keto pancake mixes where the texture is just a little off from what you're expecting.
Yeah, I say this is a better keto sort of pancake than like Birch Bender's keto.
Yes, it is.
Did you want
100%.
Did you want any more?
Yeah.
There's actually, you know, that egginess kind of reminds me a little bit of bread pudding. All right, are you going to finish this now? Is that your plan? If you want, you can. You can.
Do you want it?
No, I got a stack of 8 pancakes over there. I'm good. If you can take that off to your room.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you're not a subscriber already, tap that subscribe button, then hit the bell and select all notifications. Finally, if you'd like to help support the Serious Keto Test Kitchen, click that join button and see what memberships and perks are all about. Thanks for watching.